Scoot, welcome to 2K TV. We're so excited to have you here. Now, you are here at the mocap studio shooting for my career in NBA 2K25. How excited are you?
I'm really excited. I always just used to watch videos when I was younger, growing up, seeing them do the actions, and then it, translating to the game. So now that I'm here, it's kind of like a dream come true. During the draft process, I think that was just in my head the whole time. Me being in the game, my family being able to play as me on the game. So, like I said, dream come true.
Like shaking Adam Silver's hand and being yeah, I'm gonna be in NBA 2K. I like that. So talking directly to a player who has you on their team, what is the best way to utilize your skills in the game?
To have the ball in my hands, just use me the whole game, whether it's offense or defense. I hope they don't got my stamina too low on there.
I know, it's gonna be good.
But yeah, I think you could just make plays with me. You could take it to the rack, jumpers, it don't really matter. I do play the game. I'm really good. I think I can hit shots at least. I might not got the cheesy dribbles, but I can hit a shot.
Who's your favorite players to go up against in the league right now?
I like playing against Steph or Chris Paul. Just watching how they play the game and watching Steph run off a billion screens, it kind of just teach you a lesson to really lock in on film itself. So
you probably grew up watching them. And to play against them is pretty surreal.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's almost 40.
Yeah. Chris Paul, he live up there, I guess.
And action.
Good work. You earned this, twin. You'll be seeing me again, though.
Come on, bro. I stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's good work. Keep going, twin.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard. And for the Warriors, up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Smooth, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. Here's Smooth. Misses the 3. Now, here is Halliburton. Siakam outside. Five to shoot. It's Nembhard on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nembhard's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Indiana. To the paint, here's Smooth, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Halliburton for 3. Smooth with the rebound. Here's Golden State. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And the Pacers with possession here after the Warriors pick up 3. Halliburton, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Smooth passes to Butler. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Smooth. No good from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And, Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Curry against Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. It's Turner, high post. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And, you know, guys, it's good to see Turner converting these difficult baskets. I mean, in part because it has to help his confidence.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Curry is inside. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. What do you have to say?
Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler. I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider, but clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories keep coming.
And they've made a living off of their opponent's mistakes. Top 10 in the league in terms of points off turnovers.
When you go up against this team, it's always a long night because of the defense you talked about. They are relentless at that end.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it. Gives you an expanded menu.
Now, here is Halliburton. Still scoreless. Green against Siakam. To the inside. Nembhard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Smooth's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Halliburton following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Mathurin, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Butler feeling it out a bit. Pass to Smooth. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Trailing here by 8.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
That one goes in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jimmy Butler.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
The pass to Nembhard. Will it go? Here's Turner. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Turner's got 5.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunity. I know you're looked at. But thank you for your honesty in that one. Pacers trail by 15. Halliburton outside. This is it to Siakam. He feeds it to Turner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Physicality of Turner is such a big part of his game.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Moses Moody in for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Neesmith, the pass to Mathurin. Indiana moving it around. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Outside Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And here's McConnell after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Here's Neesmith. The Warriors pull it in. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
This is nowhere near as easy as Mathurin made it look to endure the contact and